All right, guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. It's time to talk about another Shaun T program. Who is obsessed with Shaun T? Can we get a woo woo? Yeah, there we go. Party time. He does not disappoint once again, can tell you that much. We made a little presentation for you guys. Hang on, let me show it. Oh gosh, hold on. Share. There it is. All right, can you see it? Courtney? Loading. Okay. All right, so tonight we will talk about the program. We aren't allowed to show any of the collateral, but we will tell you about it because, whatever. And what else? Anything else just to get us kicked off? I think, the biggest thing, you guys, is get excited about this. Take this all in. Get familiar with it. Start breadcrumbing. But remember that this is still a month away from even being on sale. So we still have to focus on what is available to us now, what we can use now to help our customers so that we can hit Success Club and get that momentum going into the Transform 20 launch, which is going to be huge. So we'll kick it off first with some dates for you guys to put on your calendar. So the launch itself, where the challenge packs and everything will go on sale, is December 4th. We don't have any information about what those challenge packs are going to include or if they'll have the step included with them or how that'll work. So December 4th is going to be a big day. Put that on your calendar. And then I know Lauren has signed up for a call with Shaun T. So I think it's just a waiting game to figure out when we get that call, but it'll be sometime between the launch and when it's released. So that will be a huge call, you guys, for you to be able to invite your teams and your challengers too, and to be able to hear straight from Shaun T himself. And when you listen to that man talk, you can't help but get even more obsessed because he's just the best. So whenever Lauren gets that team call, we'll show up huge. You have to have 50 people. That'll be no problem. And then the official release for the VIP is going to be January 14th. And that's when his coaches test group will take off and start. And then if you don't get the VIP, you don't get it till April. So that's a whole lot of FOMO. So make sure you're creating that with your followers and letting them know, it's now or it's really late in the game. You're going to wait till April. So that's kind of the calendar that's coming up. Any questions about that? Or we'll just do questions at the end unless anybody puts anything in the chat. And then Courtney is going to tell you about the details. The details, I call them.
You're the first ever
so you guys can mute yourself real quick. That way, when we record this, people can hear. So there are 3 phases of this program, which is really cool, and you can kind of feel yourself progress through them. You have what's climb. Climb is first. And commit. I can't even think. Commit is first, and then climb, and then conquer. So, he really takes you mentally through those phases, and they really have a theme to them. And then you're amping it up each time. You're building on the moves. So it's really cool to see how well you master them. For 20 minutes, they're quick. These are the workouts you're not going to want to stop and get on Instagram. You really need to just keep going and make sure that if you take a sip of water, it's really quick because it's super fast paced. There aren't breaks because it's only 20 minutes, and it's 6 days a week. So you've got a mix of super fast workouts that are about speed and getting that endurance, and then you've got workouts that are more slow that are focusing on your strength and getting that burn. You feel the burn, that is for sure. And then you also have your active recovery day, which I know in the past I had skipped that day, and I'm so glad he reiterated do this. So important because it really helps you feel better as you start the next week, because you're going to be sore. And each workout has transformers, and these are basically you versus you. That's what I like to think of them as. So seeing how you do week to week with these transformers, and they're 3 workout moves basically. Sometimes they're core, sometimes they're legs, sometimes they're more agility, like going over the step. And you're counting them, and then you're writing down on your transformer tracker. You have a little tracker. We can't show it to you, but there is one, trust us. And you're tracking that every week to see your progress. And on this too, you'll like write details. Sometimes I would write like, went up a riser, like if I added a riser, to know the difference when I'm comparing them, so that I'm not like, oh my gosh, I did less, but I did less because I had a higher riser. So just like adding those details will be important too when you do your transformers. And the only thing you need is a step. I would say if you work out on a surface that is slippery, you would need like a yoga mat or something to put under your step, because it will slide. Like, it's going to slide, and we don't want you guys falling. So just make sure that you're on a surface that you're good with, like hopping over and possibly kicking your step, and it not moving. So yeah, the 6th day is active recovery. The 7th day is a rest day. So you're having like really intense workouts for 5 days, and then that 6th day, you're still going to sweat a lot on the active recovery day, but it's a little slower, and it's more like just stretch you out and to get you ready.
So Lindsay just asked, and because this has to do with equipment, she said, what weights do you need, or what kind of weights do you use? There aren't any. Well, we found out last week that there's a next phase, I guess, that has weights that we just started today. But in the first 6 weeks, there are no weights. So I'm guessing that the format is we don't know anything about this. Like, well, we just got the schedule, but I'm guessing the format is kind of like T25, where in alpha there was no weights, and then in, what was it, gamma, you got weights or whatever. Yeah, Megan, exactly. It sounds just like T25, like the format and the length of everything. But so like Courtney was saying, it was only 20 minutes. And you guys, a big concern of a lot of people in the test group was coming off of 80-day obsession or coming off of whatever. How am I going to get an awesome workout after working out for an hour, right? And actually, Megan Ziegler was in the test group, and she got a call from Shanti and asked him that exact question. And I can tell you from my experience that when it's only 20 minutes, like before you even start complaining that it's hard, it's almost over. And I feel like I pushed myself harder than I ever did because it was only 20 minutes. And as soon as, you know, the light's like at the end of the tunnel, like right when you start. So it's so fast. And as soon as you start the transformers, because they start like halfway through the workout, it's like over as soon as you're done with those. So yes, there's 3 phases.
There's 3 phases, but it's 6 weeks total.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Each phase is 2 weeks.
Cool. Okay, so then the step, right? So, you know, Beachbody step is good for us. It is good for volume. So you really want to talk about how awesome that step is so that people don't go to Amazon and buy another step. In typical Beachbody fashion, I am sure there are not enough steps. So Shanti has said himself that he is looking to get 100,000 people into his test group at the beginning of the year. So make sure your coaches and everybody, I guess, what is it, 1 Success Club point this month gets you guaranteed a step. So make sure you're getting that, and especially your coaches and everybody on your teams, because that's huge for volume. And it's just great publicity to have a Beachbody step. But that's what it looks like. It's super cute. It travels great. All the people for leadership took it on the plane with them. I took mine to our retreat. It's great. So it's definitely fun. All right, let's see what the next thing is. All right, the meal plan. Courtney?
Okay, so the meal plan in the journal. So there are for people in the test group that did portions, and there were people that did 2B, and the results were incredible either way. So I like that you can choose what works best for you. And if you have customers who have been doing 2B and they love it and they want to do a workout program now, it's a great way to plug them into something and they don't have to change. Or maybe someone wants to try 2B. It just really gives you options. And then the performance line, I have been using, I guess to say the first 2 weeks I used Recover and Recharge religiously because I was so sore, and it really, really helped with that. And then I kind of tapered off and used more just Recover, and I've been using Energize and Hydrate before the workout, because the workout is like this, so I mix them together before and drink them. Shanti even said, we asked him, we said, if you have to choose two, which would you choose? And he said Energize and Hydrate, because you sweat so much that you really need to replenish those electrolytes. So definitely having your people get those will be really helpful, especially if they're not used to doing a lot of cardio. It's going to help them not feel. I don't think you even had
time for a drink during the workout, because it's like he's in your family room. If you've done a workout from him, and even when you're writing down your transformer, he's like, okay, get back. You're done with your transformer. Let's go. So he doesn't give you much time away from his intensity. Someone just says it approved for pregnancy, and I think no. I think that he definitely said it wasn't, and I think you're supposed to be 6 months postpartum before you even try it as well.
Yes.
All right. Next, what sets Transform 20 apart from the other programs? One, it's 20 minutes, so people shouldn't have any excuses, right? You're literally done in 20 minutes. I saw Hadley ask what people had thought compared to 80-Day Obsession. So like Danielle Natoni and now I'm blanking on all their names, but they all were in there, and you know what they said? They said, like, it's so cool because they're already in shape, they're already super fit, they're already whatever, and they kept saying over and over and over again how great it is to be able to maintain what level of fitness they have in 20 minutes a day. So even for the people that are super in shape, that's going to be awesome. Our girl Courtney ran a marathon while doing Transform 20, so it's great for runners. Shanti is like no other. I mean, if you've done his programs, you know what he's like. So use his name, drop his name, because it's a household, especially in the UK. Like, I'm planning on ramping up my UK recruiting for this for sure, because they've all heard of Shanti, and he's like in everyone's house across whatever places we're in. And then, like Courtney said, the Transformers, you guys, these are really fun. It really makes the workouts super cool, because you see from week to week to week how your Transformers have increased. And it makes it fun to measure against your progress. So that's pretty cool. Courtney, you can start on promoting.
Yes. And the journal, we'll talk more about the journal too. I wanted to touch on that for a second. It's hard to explain without like having a visual. So once we're able to kind of give you more of that, it's basically like writing your own story. And it kind of reminds me a little bit of 2B, like where you're writing down what you're eating and things like that. So it's going to bring more of that mindset piece into the program that hasn't been in anything except for 2B. So once we are cleared to share that, we can share like what that looks like. Okay, so for promoting this, literally it's for anyone. And I say for anyone because there are people in the group that literally were modifying the modifier and they still completed this program. Like, they talked about how it was really just like a mental shift of like, I just need to keep going and do what I can do. So if people love Shanti and they want to do this program, just really reiterating to them, like, make sure you look at the modification. You can, you don't have to use this step to start, and really just encouraging them to be safe rather than going in full force and hurting themselves. I trained for a marathon doing this, and I was actually able to manage it, and it helped me keep my endurance. I was actually semi-injured for 3 weeks, and this program kept my endurance up so that I didn't lose it. I couldn't even run really for like 3 weeks. So it was a game changer for me just to kind of have that in my back pocket and not have to work out for an hour a day. Talk about people, like if people have done these programs, like Brooke was saying, like people have heard his name. I thought about like if they're Insanity Live instructors, this is going to be big for them too, like hearing that new things are coming out. And really just sharing results from the test group. There are so many progress pictures coming out right now and videos, and people are sharing them everywhere. So we can share this with you guys, maybe have like a Google Drive or something where we can dump those and you can start sharing them like on your Insta stories. on Facebook and just really getting the word out, because there's so many different stories. There are people that are postpartum. There are people who were like extremely overweight and have lost like an insane amount of weight. People, like she said, Danielle, who's been able to maintain, just a lot of different types of people, where you could hit on like everybody, just sharing those. I think that's everything about really just promoting, just focusing on that piece.
Yeah, and like the video that I put in Fit Force, start preparing now and creating your strategy now while you're still promoting what we have to sell at this point. So create a form to collect emails and get people that are interested so that you have all of their information. Add interested people into your holding group. Have a goal for that holding group. Like on our team, we are aiming to have 1,000 people in that holding group. We're going to put a dent in that 100,000 of Shanti's, and create momentum around your launch. This is a Transform 20 IG handle, so you can follow that, see what he's putting out, see what the Transform 20 team is putting out, and share that information the same way you did with Alana for To Be Mindset. Use what they're creating and just share that, because it's all awesome stuff. And then make sure you're posting all of this kind of stuff also in your holding group so that you get everybody super excited for it and create that momentum. Let me see here. All right.
Okay, so like she said, like you really can like change your business and get that momentum going and use what we have right now to get them ready for January, right? So really thinking about, you could build the hype around Shaun T. You could have them do a Shaun T program. You could have them do Shaun Week. If they're finishing up a program right now, like talking to people that are already in your groups and having them launch into something that's Shaun, just to kind of get that cardio aspect, because I know a lot of us just did Lift 4, and there is cardio in Lift 4, but it's not like Shaun T cardio, like where it's literally taking you to that next level and making you feel like you can't breathe. So just getting people prepared and really thinking about that. And yes, Shaun Week is super intense. So I would maybe pick people that like have been in your groups to do that, and then, or maybe do like max 30 for people that maybe come off of 21 Day Fix or Lift 4. But you got to get on it right now, because telling them about it at the end of December is going to be too late, and they're probably going to be sold out of steps. So really get on that now and start talking to people about it.
Definitely. And just get excited, you guys, because Shaun T and this program and at the beginning of the year, I feel like I've said it before, it's like the perfect storm. At the beginning of the year, that's like our bread and butter. That's our bread and butter. That's probably not the best term for a health and fitness coach, but whatever. That's our like water. So make sure you are ready to go and you are moving. So when that wave of momentum comes through, you can catch it. Because this could be huge. And this, just like 80 Day Obsession was for so many people, Transform 20 can be just the same. So that's the end of our presentation. I can open it up and see what chats we have. I see we have a lot of things in the chat. If anybody has questions, just feel free while I read through here. So as far as the challenge packs, we have no idea, no clue what those are going to look like, and if they'll do like hydrate and recover together, no clue. It's 6 weeks, and I'm guessing there's going to be a second 6 weeks that has weights, right, Courtney? Is that kind of what you're thinking? Like 12 weeks total?
So we actually got another tracker that is for the next 6 weeks, and the live workouts, and they're recording the strength workouts live for us to in this next cycle. So, and the nutrition plan, everything's the same, but they are updating the tracker for a hybrid.
Yeah, and the nutrition plan, like we showed you guys, is back to the containers. Someone asked about that. Pregnancy, no. Although Amy Silverman did it. And so did Emily Faber. So, I mean, whatever.
Hey, Brooke, stupid question. So the round you guys just did, was that 6 weeks?
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
Started September 24th and it ended yesterday.
And then there's gonna be 2 phases, we think?
I'm guessing, yeah. So kind of like T25 was, where it had, well, T25 was like 4 weeks, right? Like of alpha, beta, and then gamma. I'm guessing this is going to be 2.
Got it.
phases.
Oh my.
Yep. And yes, Sunny's exactly right. You can always pause. The modifier in the whatever was not using a step. So you can always just take the step out and make it easier.
And she's in the front, so she's really easy to see.
Mm-hmm.
She's like right next to Sean.
Any other questions? I'm trying to read. I'm a slow reader. I like Audible.
How are you guys planning to share this month and for next month? I think we talked about that, like just getting them started with something to prepare them for launch, using what we have right now.
Yeah. I mean,
Probably
I'm
said this.
breadcrumbing and sharing my results, but then I'm going to focus on hitting Success Club. And then I'll go back to this because I don't want my business to stall out and I don't want my business to hit the brakes or anything. It's the end of the year, so we want to push that. We want to all hit Success Club and then worry about this. But we just wanted you guys to have all the information while it was fresh in our brains, so that you can have it. And next time you hear something, you're just building on that and you'll be even more prepared. But definitely hit Success Club first.
Brooke, can I chime in on that?
Sure.
I feel like we always used to say, like, you know, back, I don't know, I haven't said this with my team in a while, but it was always like shoot for Success Club 5 by the 5th and Success Club 10 by the 10th. Right. So here we are, we have like 5 days until the 10th. If we can have like Success Club by then you can take like the last 21 freaking days of the month and go full steam, transform 20. And then on the 4th, you'll be sending out like link after link after link after link after link after link after link.
Absolutely.
So like the sooner you can do that, the better your launch is going to be, for sure.
And then have a plan for December, you guys. Like I am going to try to get together and maybe we can all like brainstorm together and come up with a calendar, like a mashup of Shaun T programs or something, so that when people order their challenge pack on the 4th, it's not just sitting on the counter until the 14th of January. You know, because then they're going to get their second bag of Shakeology and they're going to be like, cancel. So you want to get them started right away, talking about nutrition through the holidays, whatever it is. So have a plan. I think that's the most important thing.
I really like what Megan said, though, about hitting Success Club. Like, get on that fast. Like, go ahead and hit it. And that way, too, like, it's before Thanksgiving, too. You're not, people are going to be, like, with their families and super busy. You're not going to want to wait to the end of the month to do all of this at once. You're going to feel super overwhelmed.
And you'll be a little bit late if you haven't hit, you know, if you can't start talking about it till then. So that can be like your prize. Hit Success Club, and then you get to talk about Transform 20. What else? Anything else? Any other questions? It was a quick presentation, just like the workout is.
All right.
Let me take a picture. Smile. Cool. But it's awesome, you guys. And, you know, everybody, all the like super fit 15-star diamond coaches say the same thing. So get excited. He's the best. And he is going to be amazing. And he's amazing in our group. I can only imagine with 100,000 people in there, he's going to be amazing in that group too. So
quick question, and I think I saw a coach on our team, Lindsay Eater, post it. She said, and you might have answered this and I wasn't paying attention, is the like recovery workout the 6th day?
Yes.
Okay, so it's 5 intense workout days and then the 6th like recovery day, and then the 7th day is a straight up rest day?
Yes.
Okay.
And we didn't get to see them because they were recording them and they hadn't given them to us, but there are you know how AD Obsession and Lift For had like the preview for the next week?
I love those. They would like make me cry.
Yeah, and they're going to share the stories of the people that are actually on cast.
And what about those extra workouts you made for us, Courtney? Is he going to do anything with those? I haven't heard.
I don't know. I was so tired. I never did them.
I did the abs one a couple times. There's like an abs one, a booty one, and an extra cardio one that he made for us. I don't know if he'll add those in somewhere.
Yeah,
I feel like Jeff told me that there was going to be like teaser workouts like AOL that are going to come in December.
I think they're going to be, but people were definitely freaking out about that happening before the challenge packs are released, so it'll definitely be after that.
But before the January start.
January, yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else?
favorite part of the group, like the test group? Is that what you're asking, Lindsay?
Yeah.
Oh, Sean is like, he goes live all the time, and like he's so inspirational. Like, I'm just gonna warn you, if you're a human, you're gonna cry at least once probably during this program, whether it's the beginning or the end. It's just super, like, I don't know, it's very like mindset, breaking through your mental barriers. It's really, it really hits you hard. More than the physical, I think. For me, the mental was the biggest part of it.
I agree with that totally. And the whole back wall of the setup is like his people that have gotten before and afters from his previous programs. Like, it's really, really cool. It's just an inspirational set altogether. But he's also, like, he goes live, he's super personable. Like, he just goes in, takes his shirt off, is eating like nut butter, like chilling at the counter, like just hanging out with the team, like whatever. He's awesome. So he really, I just think if you get people in his groups, they're gonna love him.
Agreed.
So, all right. Any other questions? Everybody feel armed and ready to invite to it?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks for coming, guys.
All right. Let us know if you have any other questions. You know where to find us. Bye, guys.
Bye.